Hello, and welcome to this Thursday London session with your host, Dre FX. So, as we do every Thursday, is that we go on the London session and look at setups that we have here overall with the Enigma AI system. So, if you're the first time you're seeing this, you're gonna see how we take the trades here and how we use the Enigma AI system to make profits here overall in the market. So, so we're gonna look at that right now, and I'm just gonna make sure that everything is set up here. So you should see this live here on the Elevated FX YouTube channel and the group, and on my personal YouTube channel here, Grady FX. And I will be posting here on my Facebook account too. So anyone that see that live will be able to see exactly what I'm doing here overall. So we're gonna start in a couple of minutes. I'm gonna make sure that the link is sent out here on the group. So we're gonna start in a couple of minutes here. So welcome to everyone. So just hold on. I'm just gonna make sure that everything is set up here on my end, and we're gonna start. Hi everyone. So we're gonna start in a couple of minutes. I just want to make sure that the link is sent out on the group. So type the number one if you could hear me first. I'm gonna make sure that everything is working on my end. Hi everyone. So we're gonna start in a couple of minutes. I just want to make sure that the link is sent out on the group. So type the number one if you All right. Okay. So everything should be good now. So we're gonna start. I'm just gonna share my screen. So we could start here. All right. Perfect. So we're gonna start here. So make sure to like and subscribe my YouTube channel. So it's Trade FX. So what I do here is I provide you with the COT, commitment of traders, and some live sessions that we do here right now every Thursday at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I do have other sessions that I provide to the EFX group. So make sure to look at that too. Okay, perfect. So let's start. So we're gonna look at the trade that we had overall for the week, and we do have a trade that came in here at 3. I'm gonna analyze them at the same time. So let's look at NZDJPY and AUDJPY. Let's see, close that. Perfect. Okay, and at the same time, we're gonna analyze the trade that I send out here in the group regarding USDJPY that was a winner. NZDJPY. The There we go. And if you have any pair that you want to look at, make sure to drop it in the comment section. So okay, so if you're on the live currently, you could just type the number 1 so I could see if everything is good on my end, so you could hear me first and see my screen. So just type the number 1 so I can know exactly if we have people here. So right now we have NZDJPY. So I'm just going to explain you exactly the Enigma AI system. That's a system that we provide to the EFX members. So we send out, it's a system that send out trade ideas. So an actual, I'm just gonna zoom in. So you're gonna have a price that will be sent out here for a trade. So for example, we have NZDJPY. As you can see, we have the FX setup. You have the entry price, the stop loss, and the TP zone. Okay, so since it's a buy, the way that the Enigma AI system will show you the trade idea is that your stop loss will be first, and then you're gonna have your entry price. You have your TP price 1, 2, and 3, and that's exactly what you're seeing here on the FX setup. And you need to have the trading view account to be able to get the alert. Okay, get the setup on your chart. But if you don't have a paid trading view account, we do provide the entry price here as a courtesy for you for the system here. So let's see here. One, it's blurry though. Okay. So I think it's normal. It's going to be blurry. Uh, Depending exactly on which platform you're seeing it here. But you should see this. Is it blurred? This chart? or it's this that is blurry? Let me know. Perfect. So I was saying here is that you're gonna have the entry price here that will be shown the same way, and you need to have a TradingView account to be able to get the setup here on your own chart. So you could have it on your mobile or on the actual PC or computer chart. Okay. So what you need to look at when you receive a setup, a trade idea like that, is where you are in the market. Okay, so let's go on the higher time frame. So I always look at the weekly chart to see exactly where we're at and what's the actual momentum on in the market overall. Okay, so right now we have a buy setup on NZD/JPY, and as you could see, the structure was going higher, then went back down and or higher like that. So the last few weeks, this is the actual setup. So right now, the momentum overall for the week was a buy, and as you can see, you have like a fusion indication here. It's an actual momentum indicator of where we're at in the market. So since you have fusion going up, this arrows explain you that it's going up. You're expecting to have a bullish movement here for the setup. Right now, you're going up on a weekly, so you could go down on the 4-hour chart and see exactly this where we're at. So in the last 8 hours before this candle, we're still going up. Okay, so that's a good indication that the trade made sense. And you go back on the H1 where you have the setup and you decide if you want to take the trade or not. Okay, and you make sure that you put your TP, the take profit here on the zone that you want to, and where you're expecting to have the price going. Okay, so that's exactly the setup right now. And if we look at the AUDJPY, I'm gonna go on AUDJPY. Same thing. It's going to use the same type of setup here. Okay, so same process. You go on the weekly chart and you go down and see exactly where we're at in the market. And as you could see, AUD/JPY and NZD/JPY is giving you the same setup. Okay, so that's really a good indication that it's going in the same direction right now. Okay, and on top of that, what I provide on with EFX and on my YouTube channel is the commitment of traders. Okay, so we have a section here when you have the FX discovery package. So you're gonna have access to the FX setup and the weekly COT update that is provided by me. Okay, so what is the COT? Is basically the commitment of traders based on currency pairs. So if you want to know exactly what is the commitment for the week before the week start, I do provide that every week for you guys. And this week, the commitment trader was on those currency pairs. Okay, and you're gonna have access to the big movers for the week. So the future contracts that are moving the most will be shown you at the same time. So I'll provide you with those. And if you're in the on the FX mastery FX Mastery Bootcamp, you're going to have access to a live call with our educators on every Tuesday. that will give you a deep down explanation of what I'm looking for the week and what pair to focus on. Since this week it was really like simple to focus on the pairs, is really the yen. Okay, so I was looking expecting to have the yen being uh, weak compared to the other currencies. Okay, and you're going to see that most of the currencies right now that were trading against the yen were bullish. Okay, they were going on the upside. Okay, so for example, the last two uh, charts that I showing you guys with the live market right now. Okay, I'm going to go back on the FX setup. So we have two buy setups here, and you have CADJPY that was a buy, and ADJPY that was a buy. We're going to look at it, but USDJPY, that's the actual trade that was on the 12th. Yes, so that's the actual trade that I called, because the system is send you the setups by its own. Okay, but me personally, I do analyze each of the setups to make sure that it makes sense to take them. And when I look at the setup that makes sense, I call out to the group to tell them that okay, maybe it's something that you need to look at. Okay, I was not doing it before, not calling out trades, but right now I'm gonna start calling out some setups that make sense for everyone, so everyone could win. Okay, and that's a setup that I send out here. I'm just gonna show you exactly the trade idea, exactly when that one was sent out with Enigma AI system. So trade ideas. Okay, so this is on the FX Mastery package that you're gonna have access to that, and you're gonna see that right here on the 12th. I said UJ is looking good on the upside based on JPY COT data. Okay, so I told to everyone to look at UJ specifically. I didn't say exactly which price to get in or now out. You have access to that, and you make your own decision on that. I'm not a financial advisor, right? You control your own account, but I'll just give you some pointers here. Okay, and then after the move finished, the next day, so that was yesterday, yesterday morning. I said, "Hope you took that UJ buy from last night," and that's exactly what happened here. Okay, and this big candle was the CPI news of 8:30 yesterday morning. Okay, as you all know, the CPI was regarding of the inflation rate, and the inflation rate right now was at 9% in the U.S. So that highly impacted the chart here based on that. And if we look at the USD JPY chart right now, oh, oops, there you go. I'm just gonna close it out. So this is when I told everyone to get in on a trade, and right now that was the actual setup that you saw here. As of now, it came came back up, and we had another setup here for a buy that was called out last night. All right, perfect. So that's pretty much it on the setups here. I don't know if you have any questions on what I just shown you guys. And if not, we're just gonna review the previous setups here. And for anyone that is in the group right now, I hope you took this UJPY that was sent out, because it was a continuation of the original move here. So we have 2 time to get in on trade, and right now it already hit TP3 on both of them. So that's pretty much good here. Okay. Okay. And on top of that, we have, just gonna look at something here. All right, perfect. So seems that we had some questions here in on YouTube, but I don't see it here on my end for some reason. But just ask Leon to refresh his screen to make sure that everything is good. All right, perfect. So everything should be good here. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's look at the previous setups here that we had here over the week, so y'all can see how everything works. And if you're a free member, or you're seeing this system for the first time, make sure to click on the link on the EFX channel account or my personal YouTube channel account. You should see a link to create your free account, so you could see exactly what EFX is all about. And if you like what you see, you could upgrade your account from a free account to a paid account, depending exactly on the package that you want to select. So let's go back on the setups here that we had here. So USDJPY. Okay, so we already looked at those last 3 here. So we're going to look at CADJPY. So CADJPY, as you see, same thing. Same thing. So you have a buy setup. It's going to give you a replay here, and so you could see exactly what you're going to see on the live market. Okay, so I'm just going to do a bar replay. Okay. So this is the 10-hour candle in the morning, right? So at 10, you're going to see those lines plotted on the chart, okay? So that will give you an indication that the system will give you a trade idea on the next candle, on the 11-hour candle. And as you could see, at 11, this is when the setup was sent out here with the system, right? So when you see that, you prepare yourself and you can start analyzing if you want to take the trade here in the same direction. So right now the fusion is on, so it's going up, and right now it's still looking bullish here overall. And like I said, we're gonna have the community traders that I sent out to the group. CADJPY was in the list. Okay, so that's a good indication that you could take this trade idea here based on the market movement. So next candle. So next candle, you have the price that is plotted here. So you have the entry price, you have the TP zones, and okay, give me 2 seconds, guys. Seems that the YouTube chat is not working, but I'm just gonna make sure that I see it on my end. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, so I'll just open my YouTube account on my end, so you could see the questions here that I may be missing here. Okay. Right. Okay. So in the meanwhile, I'm just going to explain you the system here overall. So when you see the price, the price plotted on your TradingView account or on the FX setup, if you are a paid member, you have to decide here. Okay, you have an entry price right here, but does it make sense to put a pending order or a market execution trade to go in the same direction of the trade? Okay, so a pending order, that means that you want to make sure that the price goes back to the entry price. Okay, go back to the input. I'm just gonna pull up the line here. Perfect. So this is the end. The price starts here. You want to see the price go back to the entry price that is shown here, at least, and then go back up. Okay. Or market execution is getting in the market at the entry price or above. Okay. So when you make that decision, and we're going to continue the replay. So the price here, let's see, did it went back to the entry price? Almost did, depending exactly on the spread of your broker, but it almost activated your pending order. But as you could see, this trade was a better entry at a market execution setup, right? Let's see, no, it's in, okay, and then it took off. Okay, so right now it hit TP 3 within the last hour here, and that trade started yesterday morning. Okay, let's see. All right, it won't be long, guys. I'm just gonna make sure that I see your questions. Why is it doing that? Okay, let me chat overlay. No. Okay. Okay, I know Leon is on. Leon, can you type the number 1? I'm just going to make sure that my chat is working on my streaming system. I do see that there were some comments on the YouTube account, but I'm not seeing it on the streaming system. So that's the only way. Okay, so you type in 1. I'm not seeing it there. Okay. All right. So give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna. Hopefully, it's not gonna stop the screen. This. Okay, I'm just gonna reload my streaming system. Hopefully, it's not gonna turn off the stream. If it does, I'm just gonna restart the stream. Okay. Okay, so everyone's still here. Perfect. Leon, can you type the number 1? I'm just gonna see if it's working now. Okay, not even. Okay. USDJPY. Okay, restream. Okay, maybe check. Okay, I see what's happening here. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's look at the questions here. Okay. I don't know why it's not working here. Okay. Hold on, guys. Okay. Okay, so I'm just looking back to the questions that we have on YouTube. So Leon, you said to have access to Patty. I know that that was the that's a indicator that the Asian sniper is using. It seems that it's an invite indicator that is maybe using. He doesn't know. So we had the same question here on the Tuesday call. But like we said, if he doesn't know, if we don't have access to that indicator, we may be able to create the indicator here for you guys. So we'll reconvene on that. I'm still doing a research on how to get it because I want to have the same the same indicator that he's using. So we'll look into it here on that. Other than that, let's see the other question. Okay. Yeah, I do see it's blurry here. I don't know what is going on with the resolution, but it's the same setup that I had last week. And right now, I'm not seeing the channel, the chat for YouTube specifically on my streaming system. So I'll look into it here. Let's see. Let's see what else. Okay. Okay, resolution is better now. Okay, perfect. Nice. Okay. So yeah. So what I was saying here is the CADJPY. That was the actual setup, and this is how you want to make sure that you get in the market. So market execution on the line, this line, and that at that candle or maybe lower. If you're an advanced trader, you could get in lower, but it only went to your pending order here and took off. Okay, so this is the actual system that we use here at EFX, and is the if there's any other pair you want me to look at, make sure to drop it in the chat. So I do see the YouTube chat right now. Since I opened my YouTube on my end, let's look here. Just want to make sure I see it here. Hold on. All right, so the CADCHF. All right, so let's look at CADCHF. So CADCHF. That in here, perfect. Okay, so I know, Leon, you're using because we have two versions of the Enigma AI system. We have usual version 1.0 and 1.1. So your question was it on the 1.0? I think I know you're using on the 1.0, Leon. Okay, you said that 1.1. Okay, perfect. So you said that CAD, JPY signals are great in profit, but entry should be. Why are you saying the entry should be corrected? Because the when I showed you, I'm just gonna go back on the CADJPY because that was the one that I was showing you. When we when we give you the entry price, okay, so like I said, it's a trade idea, Leon. So it may or may not go back to the entry price. So you have to decide to get in on the actual price in market execution or put a pending. What I do personally, I always enter the market at market execution because I'm not looking at the price of Enigma because I'm using my own confluence and getting in the market the way that I want to get in the market. Okay, so actually, on this trade, I didn't took the trade, but I would have entered at maybe here. It always take me maybe 2 or 3 minutes to make a decision on a trade, right? So I enter here and I put my stop loss at least at the end of the previous candle, the candle that gave you the entry price. Okay, so the range that the Enigma is giving you, it's a range that you could decide of when to enter or when to get out. Okay, you could enter here and get out here. You can enter here, get out here at this zone, or enter here and get out at that zone. Okay. Me personally, I'm a scalper, so I'm not holding on a trade. But if you're holding on to a trade, make sure to limit your stop loss to be able to get a better risk to reward overall. Okay, so the entry price is subjective. Okay, it's subjective to your own framework. So with this system, you have to decide when you get in or when you get out. It's only a trade idea. It's not a signal. That's the difference. I hope you understand, Leon. It's only giving you a range, but you decide when to get in and get out. Okay. Okay, so let's go on CADCHF like you requested. Let's close it off. Okay, and you said CADCHF was the 1.1 signal. So we had a CADCHF signal, and I never. It's not a signal, Leon. It's a trade idea. So it's only giving you a range as always. But I'm just gonna go back to see if we had the price of CADJPY, CADCHF. I'm not seeing anything here. It's not a signal. Okay. So what's your question on CADCHF? Please comment on trade idea. What was the trade idea, Leon? Because there was no trade idea for CADCHF for this week. And I was not trading CADCHF at all because it was not in correlation with my COT. So I didn't look at CADCHF this week at all. All good, all good. But overall, if you want to make sure, if you're entering a trade for, was your bias was a buy for the week, Leon? You have to look if you were on the IT session, and that's exactly what we're explaining you for everyone, is you want to look to see exactly where you at in the market. Okay, so right now the previous candle closed as bullish. The last two candles, the last 2 weeks were bullish candles. Okay, so we're expecting to have a bullish week overall. So it went back down and came back up. So if we look at the H4, so the week started on the 11th, right? So the week started here. Let's look at midnight. Okay. So you have, so the week started up, then traded down, and right now on the 13th, it gave you the low of the week. Okay. So when you good thing to see is when the price gives you a low or a high of the week before or at the mid week, you're expecting to have a reversal to the opposite side. Okay, so that was the low of the week, and then since then it was trading up. So right now the price started here, and right now it's going to close above the weekly candle price. So this is a bullish week. Okay, so you were not aware of the low and the high of the week. You always want to trade the opposite. So if it's giving you the low or the high of the week, you always go to the you trade the opposite side of where the market started. Okay, because I'm just gonna show you, give you a quick example. I'm just gonna go here. Okay, because a week will start, a bullish week will start like this. It will give you maybe a consolidation or a little bit of higher price. Then it will go back down to give you the low. and then go back up and consolidate. So this is a bullish week. Same thing for a bearish week. The bearish week will always start trading down, okay? Or in consolidation. And then it will go back up. Oops. And go down and do this. Okay, so that's a bearish week, that's a bullish week. Or it could be a bearish candle or bullish candle, whatever you want to look at. But this is exactly how the actual candle is formed for bullish or bearish. So hope it helped you, Leon. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna close it out. Okay. All right. So session will be almost done here. If you have any questions, just drop them. No problem, Leon. Yeah, so make sure to you could look at the candlestick formation or price action on could be on YouTube or online on Google, and you're gonna see some setups here how to look at the candlestick formation, okay, and how it closed and how it opened. Okay, so okay, so this is so at the top of the hour you're gonna receive some setups like that, guys. So this is how it's received, and I'm just gonna show you AUD and ZD before we wrap up. AUD and ZD. So okay, so that's exactly how you're gonna see the setups. Okay, so this candle close, the 3 hour candle close, and then at 4 right now, it give you the price and the stop loss. Okay, so that's exactly how you do it. And you right now the price is trading within the almost the entry zone. So you decide exactly if you want to do a pending or a market execution and put your TPs at the zone that you want. Okay, so that is pretty much it for today. Hopefully everything that was explained here on this session would be helpful for you guys with your trading journey. If you're not Elevated FX member, make sure to click on the link in the description of this video, or on the description of the previous videos that we have on the Elevated FX Facebook account, or on my not a Facebook account, but the YouTube channel or Facebook account, depending, and or on my YouTube channel, CADJPY. You're gonna have multiple videos that you're gonna see regarding trading and coming traders, and the actual thought process on how to take a trade and everything like that. So they'll be there. And if you have any questions, you could always DM me or send me a message on Facebook, and I'll be glad to answer them for you. So, on that note, I wish you a wonderful end of the week, and we'll be back next week with the London session here. Next week, same time, 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're gonna look at the market, what happened in the week, and everything like that. And over the weekend, if you wanna follow me, you're gonna have access to the Community of Traders directional bias specifically. But I do not trade the actual bias. I only look at the pairs to trade on, and I just wait for my AI setups and take a decision on making the trade. And this is how I was able to pass funding accounts and trade overall in profit. So on that note, wish you a wonderful day. Have a great one.